And we're going to get started. Come more front and center in your chair. And let your feet walk up a little bit. And we're going to lift the toes and then lift the heels. So we'll just kind of rock back and forth. You could rock the upper body, coming up with the heels, and then up with the toes. And so what we're doing, we're just going to ground ourselves at the beginning of this practice. And just match your breathing with this rocking back and forth. Just do slowly. And we're telling our nervous system, hey, we're taking a break here. We're doing some yoga, so breathe accordingly. So back and forth. And then just come back upright where the shoulders are over the hips. Walk your feet in. And then we'll lift the shoulders up towards the ears, engage, and then loosen. Just loosen. And add breath to that. Inhaling when you lift, and exhale, just let go. And we'll go one more, inhaling, and then let go. Yes. Now place your hands on the tops of your legs. We'll walk the feet wider and bring the shoulder outside of the chair, outside your hips on each side. And as you move, feel the weight just shift this way and shift that way. It's really creating kind of this home in our own body, this place of space where we can breathe, relax, get in touch with what's going on in our own bodies. And then end back up in the center. We'll walk the feet back in. And we're going to bring the hands together right at the energy heart center right there. And I'm going to say, may peace be with you in Sanskrit, which is Om Shanti. And if you want to say it with me, you can, or just listen. So inhaling, and it's Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And then just pause, and then inhale. Exhale, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Pause. Feel the stillness. May peace be with you. And we'll go one more time, inhaling. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Yes, and then just let your hands release, and down by your sides we'll move the wrists. Just moving all of our joints. Yes, starting off with the wrists and the fingers. So we'll bring the hands forward and then just open and close a couple of times. And then just wiggle the fingers. Then we'll manipulate each finger just back and forth and maybe come down. And we need our fingers, right? Yes. And as I get older, one by one, they're talking back to me like, hey, you hung that heavy bag on my thumb the other day and it didn't like it. Or whatever, right? And just take your time. If you're done already, you could just rest your hands. And then we'll all end up with putting our hands on the tops of the legs and just creating a little bit of warmth in the hands, friction from the friction. And then we'll bring the hands back up and spread the fingers apart, interlace. And I want you to draw a figure 8. So we're moving the wrist in a different way. Just coming around. And then if you can, reverse the 8. You can get bigger with the arms. Just creating movement and circulation, increasing the circulation in these areas that we're moving. All right, and then we'll come back, release, open and close a couple of times. Now, as if you're washing your hands, just come around and then shake it out, shake it out. Bring your fingertips now on the shoulders and we'll lift the elbows slightly and move the elbow points in a circle. So just go one way a couple times and don't go so fast that you don't feel it, right? So slow, like we're moving through salted caramel. Add a little chocolate to that. And go the other way. Yes. Hello, shoulders. And when you're ready, release. Now we'll bring the hands out, spread the fingers apart, interlace, and then push the palms out. Straight out in front of you. And once you've done that, drop the chin down and round your back. So pull in those low ribs. And we'll take a breath in as you bring the hands back and straighten the spine. And then exhale out. So inhale, come in, hands come in. And then exhale. And one more inhale and back. Now bring the hands apart again, move the fingers again, and now we'll take the hands behind your back and meet with your fingertips together. Hug the elbows towards the back, and we're going to lift right at the sternum. So just lift up, get a nice stretch in the front body. And then we'll come back to center, let the hands go again, and place them down on the tops of your legs. Go ahead, separate your feet again a little, and then we'll lean to the right. I want you to come forward on that right side, come to the left side, and then return to where we started. Then reverse it. So lean to the left, come toward that left knee, over to the right, and back up. So just make it feel delicious. You can go lower if that feels good. Listen to your body as we do this. Down and up. And we'll go one more back over. And then come back to center. Now take an even wider step with this right foot and let your arm just rest on that right leg, and we'll lift this left arm. We're going to get a stretch in the side body, just coming over and then back. And I want want you to add breath to it. Take a breath and release it when you rock back. So inhale and let go. And last time, and let go. Now take that hand that was going over, bring it down, turn the palm toward the back, and bring that hand behind you. Get a stretch there. Move your right ear towards your right shoulder. Then lift. Now turn your head to the right and bring the chin down. And once you've done that, move your head left and right. Just feel the neck start to loosen up. And then we'll come back to the center. Release that hand from behind. Bring it in front. Hold on to your elbow. Slide across. Press into that arm and come all the way down, 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 down. Yes. And then we'll just sort of wave back. All right. And that hand goes down. Step that foot in and step your left foot out. And this arm either drapes or your hand's there. And inhale when you're over. Exhale, coming back. So over and release. Over, feel the side body. Feel the breath coming into your stretch. And let's go one more. And then back. And we'll bring that arm down. Turn the palm toward the back. Hand comes behind. And we'll look the other way toward the left. Now bring your chin down. Move your head back and forth. Listen to your neck. Try not to go so fast. Back and forth. And then we'll come back up where the head faces forward. Let your arm come back in front of you now. Hug, stretch across, and slide down that arm all the way down to the fingertips. And then we'll come back, wave back. And then just bring everything back into your mountain pose. We're going to extend that right leg out in front of you and lift the right leg. And then let the left arm lift. Let that arm and leg come down and do the other side. So big stretch. Come back and lift. Like they're connected. This opposite sides. Down, don't forget to breathe. We'll go one more. And then bring both arms down. Now really bring this right arm back and the left arm forward. So almost like you're just strolling along. And then rest back down again, arms down. We're going to lift the elbows up and let the shoulders lift. And then on the exhale, I want you to reach down with your fingertips. Try to touch the floor. Inhale up and exhale down. Really reach down, arms are straight. Inhale, lift. your elbows up again and then flip where the hands are up. Let your feet come out, sort of to match what the elbows are doing. We're going to bring this left hand across, rotate the spine and reach out. Then take your gaze in the other direction and look down. Once you're there, we'll move the head like we did earlier. You can't ever get too much movement for the neck. Woo. And then we'll come back to where we began, right here. Other side, rotating, extending, and then looking in the opposite direction and looking down. Move the head back and forth. And breathe. And then we'll just come back to where we began again. Put your hands behind your head now. Open up the elbows and lift right here at the chest as you lean the head into the hands. And breathe. Let your head come back up into the neutral position. Let your hands go. And they're going to come on your elbows, Keep the feet where they are. We're going to bring the right elbow out to the side, lift this left elbow, and then round your back and lift the other side. Round and take a breath when you come up. Here's your exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. One more. Exhale and inhale. And then just pause at the top, let go. Bring the arms all the way down. Yeah. And hands rest on your legs. Come back. We're going to lift this right knee and left elbow. All right? Let that hand come out, let that leg come out, bend and come down and switch. Extend, bend and down. Extend, bend and down. Extend, bend and down. Extend, bend, down. Last one. Up, bend, and down. Now with all those leg lifts, I want you to get some movement in the spine. We're going to lean the shoulders over the knees and put your hands on your kneecaps. As you bring your body, your torso back, I want you to round and then let go of your knees. Come up the legs with your hands. Take a breath in. Shoulders are down. Chest lifts. Rock forward. Put your hands back on your knees. Start to round the back, leaning back. Now let go of the knees. Inhale. Exhale, come forward, move your hands to your knees, take a breath, and then exhale back, rounding, let go of the knees, inhale, exhale, come forward, bring your hands back on your knees, take a breath first, and then exhale back. Let go of the knees, come all the way up. Move your arms and shake them out. And then rest the hands again. We're going to get ready to come to standing. So I want you to come back, if you're not already there, more towards the front of your chair. I'm going to angle my chair a little bit and get low like we did before, where the shoulders are more over the knees. And I want you to press hard into the floor. like your legs are strong, your feet are strong, you feel your calves fire up when you do that. And then back away from it. Back away from it and notice how the muscles in the legs are starting to let go of that tension. Come back forward again, and this time maybe really almost pick up your tailbone, like you're almost ready to stand. And then release those muscles that help us to stand, let them rest. And then on this time we go, leaning in, firing up the muscles, and slowly coming up to standing. Move my chair. We're going to stand for this next couple of move practices. So moving with your feet wide, just alternating the weight from one foot to the other. And then we'll start making our brain work a little bit. Bring the right arm in front and then the left. So side to side, side to side. And maybe one more, both sides. And then just come back to Tadasana, back to this mountain pose. On this next one, we're going to move the weight more forward and then into the heels. And if that makes you dizzy, you can put a hand on your chair, but we're not lifting the heels, we're moving weight into the front of our feet. It's subtle, and then more into the heels, okay? More into the front of the feet, just kind of like a little lean forward, and then align. Weight is mostly in the heels. And then go again, more forward. So this is really good for just our proprioception, where our body is in space. All right, and then we'll let go of that, come behind the chair now for getting into warrior one, okay? So you're standing where the chair is close to you. Then take a pretty large step back with both feet, but not so large that your heels can't reach the floor. So we'll do that rocking that we did earlier, but now you have the chair, you can go bigger, right? Let the toes lift, and then weight goes to the front, the heels lift. Come back and lift the toes. And then the heels. And rock one more back. And up. And then just pause, both feet are on the floor. Now take your left leg, and step it halfway to the chair. Take your back leg, your right leg, and take it one more step back where it's hard for your heel to come to the floor. So when you press that back heel down, you feel a stretch in your calf, So press down and then release. Press down and then release. And go one more press down, feel that calf stretch, and then release. Now just step that foot up towards the chair, and we'll go the other foot. So step it back, bend the knee by the chair, and press down, and then release. Press, and then release. Press, feel that calf, release, and one more press, and release. Nice, step that foot up, and we're gonna let go of the chair. Just move your hands, just Good circulation. Shake it out. Take a breath. Yeah. And then we'll come back into our warrior pose. So first take a step back with both feet, and we're doing the same again. Step up your left foot and bend that knee. All right, so your right leg is back. You're going to take left hand, same leg that's in front. I'm going to turn this way now so that you can see me. Look down at your feet and make sure that your back foot is not directly behind your front foot. I don't want you tightrope walking. So bring that foot over so that you have some width between your feet. Makes it easier to balance. Okay? So left leg's in front, left hand's here. We're going, if you're coming towards a chair, come towards a chair. And once you do that and shift your weight forward, you're making the back work, right? So hold it with your core muscles. We're going to extend this arm out. I want you to look at that hand, and then I want you to look away from that hand. And you can test your balance by maybe holding the chair a little lighter. Look away from that arm. Look back at that hand. Now we're coming up. Put that hand back. Come all the way up. Extend. Look up. And then if you can, let go of your chair to put both hands together. Bring them down. If not, you can just bring your hand down and step up towards the chair. Step up towards the chair. Then just let go. We'll bounce. So just lift and release your heels a couple of times. Breathe. Let your shoulders go. And just pause right here. Notice how the body feels. Do we need to pay more special attention to our low back? So really engaging. We're going to go to the other side, so just be aware of those things. And again, we'll start on the same page, close to the chair, taking a large step back, and then you're stepping your right foot forward. Left foot back. And so the right hand goes on the chest, your left leg's back, and if you're in warrior, your one arm's up or two, you hold on to the chair or not, right? Look and make sure that your feet have some distance between them. We're going to come forward, extend out your right arm, sorry. Now look away from that arm, so you're holding with your left hand if you need to. Look back at the arm in front of you. Look away and back. And make sure you're holding up in your low belly. Look away. We're going one more time on this side. And back. Now come all the way up where the shoulders are over the hips. Step up towards the chair. You can put both hands in the air. Breathe. And then release. Yeah, just pause for a moment. So we got a nice stretch in the hip flexors on both sides. Did a little bit of balance. We're going to step a little wider than our normal mountain pose. And we don't need the chair for this one. Bring the heels sort of inward. And we're going to bend the knees. We're doing our moving meditation where we come up and exhale, come down, and really feel your weight in the heels. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, feet, heels. Now inhale, come to the right, and then let go to the center. Come back, over, and center. 2 breaths, up and let go. Up and let go. Then you come to the right and release to the chest, back and over and left, back and over and center. On this next one, on this last one, we're doing 2 down the middle. You could challenge maybe by lifting one heel and then the other, or both. And then end right in mountain pose. Walk your feet in. Breathe, come back to just calm breathing. And then release, release. Move the hands, move feet a little bit. And we'll come to the side of the chair now. So come on over where your chair is on your right side. And you can use it if you need it. That's the deal. So the right leg will stay where it is. The left foot comes out. And we'll turn the toes for warrior 2 with the arms out as well. If anytime you need the chair, it's there. So our gaze when our left foot's out is to the left. Turn your palms up. And with an inhale, get long in the side bodies and look up. And then come out. So inhale, take a breath. Exhale, go. One more inhale. Exhale, go. Now I want you to hang here. Look at your knee, your left knee. Make sure it's not over your toes. So it needs to be, you need to be able to see the tips of your toes. We're going to straighten that left leg and bring your hand down. Look down. And then bend that knee again. Okay? Do that again. Straighten that leg. Look down. If you need to, hold the chair. And then back into warrior. Bend the knee. Go one more, straighten, and then bend. Yes. Go ahead and straighten both legs now, and we're going to turn where your heels are in, your toes are out, your arms are up, and your knees are bent as well as your elbows. Okay, think about an imaginary wall here and behind you, and you're right between it. Your booty's not sticking out. You're not going too far forward. You're right in the middle. Now slide your back up the wall. Take a breath and slide back down. Inhale and then slide down. Feel that weight mostly in your heels. Inhale and then exhale. Beautiful. Come on back up again and then let your arms come down. We're going to move the feet back into mountain pose and stand where you're close enough to hold that chair. We'll take your left foot out again, but this time not all the way to the side, between out and forward, so about a 45. Bend your knee on the inside and put your hand on this left leg. We're going to slide down with the toes up and inhale, lift. So exhale, move your weight into that inner leg. Inhale, come up. And go one more. And then inhale, come back up. Now we're going to switch our legs, turn the left toes forward, the right toes toward the chair, at a 90 degree and put your hand on the chair. We're going to come all the way for a long stretch. And then come back. We'll put the hand on the hip here and come all the way back to the left. All right, do that again. So you can put your hand on your leg, come all the way over, or you can keep it on the chair, come back. All the way over, and come back. Yes, and then just release, both arms come down. Walk your feet in, get them in any way you can, kick it out. And we're going to move to the other side. So walk around your chair for warrior on this right side. And we're standing close to the chair. Now get about arm's length. Step your right foot over and turn the toes out. Okay, left toes are forward, bend that right knee, check and make sure that your knee isn't over your toes, you see the ends of them, and arms are out, palms up. With an inhale, come up, come on warriors, exhale, go, wow. So whatever gets in our way, we're gonna move it. Inhale, come up, and then we'll go one more just because. And now hang here, pause, straighten that right leg, and then bend. Straighten it, look down at your right foot, and then bend, look out past your right fingers toward a goal, right? Straighten, look down, center yourself, and then bend that knee and look out toward the future, right? Right now, ground yourself, center, and then toward the future. Right, we're going to bring the arms up, bring them down, pause a moment, and then we'll release. Take your right foot, step it in, just maybe half a step. Turn your toes a little bit inward and bend your left knee. Bend this left knee. We're coming down. And then inhale, stretch. Down. And then inhale, reach. And go one more down. And then inhale, reach. Awesome. Bring that arm down. Step this right foot forward. Left toes toward the chair. Maybe step that right leg a little further out, bend the knee, and we're coming over. So your hand is on the chair or the leg, and then come back. Come over, reach, and then come back. Oh, good stretches. Over. Don't forget to breathe. Let's go one more, both sides. And then we'll come back where both hands are down, both heels inward. Adjust your toes as needed. And your width can be however you want between your legs. Bend your knees again. Elbows out. We'll inhale, come up. And maybe lift both heels or one at a time. And then exhale, come down. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, ha. Inhale, slide down that wall, 1, 2, 3, Go one more, up. 1, 2, 3, ha! Come all the way back up, and hands come together. Just lean over to this right side. Bring your side body over to the other, and then back to center. Backs of the hands together, and then just, wow, open up that curtain. Whoa. And move those shoulders back. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So let your feet come back into mountain pose, and we're going to step closer to the chair so you have it if you need it. We'll lift up your right foot and bring that right knee out. I want you to kick out and then just bring your knee back in. Out again, kick, and then bring the knee in. We'll go one more, out, kick, and then bring the knee in. Now just bring your knee out and park your foot. So your feet are not touching each other. You have a little bend in your right knee, and your left toes are forward. Lift up your arms and touch your fingertips over your head if you can. If not, go where it works for you. Then imagine like a tree, you're growing taller, engaging back and front muscles. So this is your tree pose. I want you to lift your right heel, and then as that foot goes down, open. Lift the right heel, bring the tips of your fingers together, and open. And go one more, in, and then foot goes down, open. Now bring this hand down by the chair or on your hip. We're going to walk your foot in and rest it on your other foot. As your base gets smaller, it gets more difficult to balance. So use a chair if you need it. Okay? We're going to lift this foot off the floor and then bring it down for a solid base. Lift it off the floor and then bring it down for a solid base. And again, lifting and down. Then we'll release the arms down, take your knee forward, and we're going to circle that knee. Circle your knee. And go the other way, circle. All right. And then bring that foot down. Let this leg that you stood on, the left leg, shake out a little bit, and we'll come to the other side. So just walk around. All right, on this side. So we're going to do the base of a tree pose. We're standing in Tadasana. Arm is up, knee is bent, and knee is on the outside. So we come down and up, or you can bring the fingertips together and come open, and then lift your heel together. Come open and together. Open and together. Now we're going to challenge ourselves. You can go ahead, hold on to your chair as you need, decrease the width of your base, and we'll lift, maybe let go, and lower. Find the floor. Lift and lower. One more on this last one. Maybe you can hold a little longer. You can hold on to that chair as you need, or challenge, you can rock like I am. It's okay. This is a practice. It's all about learning what you can do, not what I can do, not what somebody else can do. Breathe. And whenever you're ready, let it go, let it go. And then we'll shake out that leg. Okay, kick it out. And we're going to come behind the chair just to get a nice long spine stretch before we come back to seated pose. So just hold on to the chair, get close, and then take that big step back. Take that big step back. And as you start to lower your chest, I want you to let go, between your shoulder blades. So you're kind of just really letting go. But don't let go in this low belly. So think of tightening there, and as you do, the tailbone kind of activates if you can really engage the low belly. Now, bend your knees, look down between your feet, look down, straighten your legs, and then sit back. Sit like you're sitting in a chair. Straighten your legs and sit. And you can maybe let go of your chair when you do this. Straighten your legs and sit. And last time, straighten and sit. Now press into the floor, come up, 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 come all the way up, shoot 3, boom, and down. And we're coming back to seated pose. Back to seated pose. All right. So just come in the middle of your chair. Just rocking a little bit. You know I love this rocking. Let your breath settle. And we'll pause in the middle. Your left hand comes out and put it on the right side, and we'll support the arm, slide down the muscles in the on the right side of your neck. Just coming down. And switch to the other side, so you're going to bring the right hand over to the left side of your neck and coming down. Yeah. And loosen your fingers again. And now we'll bring both hands, not on the sides of your neck, but just resting on the tops of your arms. Give yourself a hug and rock it out. Just left and right. And pause in the center. Let go of your arms and come all the way out. Reach. Touch both sides of the room. And then release your arms down, all the way down. Hands come on the legs. Yeah, and I want you to sit, as I said, more towards the front, but not all the way up, sort of front center. And lean back. Lean back where you have somewhere to go, right? And your shoulder blades are on the back of the chair. Support your head like we did earlier. Open up those elbows, almost like we're in a lounge chair. Feel that support under your shoulder blades. Feel the breath move in the body. And keep supporting the head. Start to lift off of the back of the chair and come up, where your shoulders are now over your hips. Now let go behind your head and hug and round. Round, 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 down. Then come back up to seated mountain. Come back open again and arms come down. We're going to lift this right knee and circle and go the other way. Release your foot down, left knee lifts and circle. These soft gliding movements, flowing movements, and the other way. Release that leg down, and we're just going to let the arms come back and forth, side to side. And then next time they both come to the right, we'll let both arms come, and we'll come all the way down that right arm, all the way over, and let that arm come out. And then bring this hand, come all the way across the chest. And feel that opening across the heart center. Big heart to move through the world with, right? This place of ahimsa, refraining from unkindnesses. So how open can we be? And then just stop and come down, and then bring the hands together, bring your knees forward. Rest your thumbs right at the center on the sternum. Lower the chin down. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure, pure light that's within you guide your way on. Namaste. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace be with you.